This week's Fan Sharp Focus is focused on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish after a big win 42-26 over Florida State last weekend. Our own Zach Zook joins us here on Fan Sharp. Zach, let's talk about last week's game. What did you see from the Fighting Irish?
I don't think anything that we didn't expect to see from Notre Dame. It was nice to see Ian Book get the passing game going, but this was all about the trenches and this was all about the run game. A lot like we previewed the football game. Notre Dame rushed the ball for 353 yards in that one. They had two backs over 9 yards per carry. Kyron Williams averaged 9.7 yards per carry in that one as the lead back. Over 100 yards rushing. I mean, they were just exceptional on the run game. It's very clear that the Florida State Seminoles just never really had a shot to keep up with them down in the trenches.
Notre Dame moves to 3-0 after the big win against Florida State. Zach, let's talk about that Clemson game in a few weeks. You got some teams they have to go through over the next few weeks to get there undefeated. Do you see any big tests before the Clemson game, or are you just kind of waiting to see what they do against the Tigers?
I do think that they have one major test coming up on the schedule, and that is Pitt. I think Pitt is a very intriguing team. You have Kenny Pickett, who has been dangerous for Pittsburgh. He has already over 1,100 yards passing, 6 touchdown passes. And also, Notre Dame's been able to take advantage of teams in the trenches, right? Well, I don't know if that's going to be as easy in this Pitt game because Pitt boasts a couple of defensive linemen in Patrick Jones and Weaver who are just outstanding. Jones leads the NCAA in sacks right now. Weaver leads the NCAA in pressures. So that Pitt Panthers team is going to be very tough to beat for Notre Dame.
Should be an interesting matchup coming up in a couple weeks. Zach, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, TJ.
And don't forget, if you'd like to bet legally in Indiana, Illinois, or Iowa, be sure to check out fansharp.com and look for your deposit bonus with promo code FORT. Fansharp. Root like a fan. Bet like a sharp.